Yo, what up, man? It's your boy Damian on the check-in. Y'all know I keep Big Lil Cuz with me. Hey, man, we back with another video. We just wrapped up a workout. Y'all know most of the time me and Cuz hit shoulders and arms, so we hit shoulders and arms together. Man, I felt like that was a great workout. And I was just telling Cuz on the way here, man, like, he getting me comfortable with being uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a moment in the gym where I went to dumbbells. Now 45, I feel like is a good weight for me, for hammer curls. But instantly he already like, Cuz, I think you could do 50. You know what I'm saying? In my head, I'm like, bruh, 50, I ain't gonna have no good form. But I like that he pushed me there, because even though I didn't have a good form, it's, again, getting comfortable with uncomfortable. So do what you can. Okay, accept what I did for today, and then next week, I guarantee you I'm gonna be better. So I like that Cuz pushed me there, and I feel like that was the theme of the workout, man. I've been screaming that for the last few days. Unfamiliar, new territory. So I feel like that's where we at, man. How you felt about the workout, Cuz?
Another day.
Yeah.
Another day in the books of getting better, not just doing the same thing.
Yeah.
We actually getting better. I feel like ultimately, like, we're actually stepping in new territory.
Nah, for sure.
And the more he says it, the more it becomes our reality.
Facts.
It's not just like he's saying it and we're not acting on it. It's like we're doing that in the moment.
Yep.
Like, you can't deny what we're doing in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
We not wait until tomorrow. We not wait until the next workout. We're doing it right then and there. And the more he says it, the more I want to go even further than what I did the last rep,
Yep.
the last set.
Yep.
So it's not only a reminder, but it's motivation, you know? Because a lot of times you can sit around in a workout and become unmotivated.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want to work out as hard as you would have if you had that motivation.
Yep.
That's why I try to go to the gym with some people, you know, and sometimes you may have to be your own motivation, but if you motivate yourself, you'll eventually build that relationship with yourself that when you do bring people around, they'll be attracted to that motivation and how you speak to them.
Yep.
And that make them want to come work out with you even more often.
Facts.
So you have to prepare yourselves in moments. Don't look at it as a bad thing when you got to go by yourself. Sometimes you're going to have to go by yourself. Before we ever did this, we had to go by ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's easy for us to know it's easy for us to just go ahead and motivate one another. We had to motivate ourselves
Yep.
to even start the journey to work out and fitness or whatnot. So don't be discouraged if you have to go by yourself, because it's building and preparing you for when somebody else comes around and you have to motivate them.
Yep.
So that's just the beautiful thing about it. But today's workout was we challenged ourselves. We got a much more smaller time frame. We got a lot of work done in a much smaller time frame.
Yep.
The sun was still out when we got out.
Yeah.
So
Facts.
that's a blessing.
Never happened.
You feel me?
That never happened.
It'd be dark out by then, but we got it in, and we also too, we know that the workload that we're doing is like, it is necessary, and it also is pushing us to way greater lengths,
Nah,
you know,
for sure.
than just exhausting ourselves out, trying to do a workout and a workout and a workout.
Yeah,
Nah, it's
yeah.
like, we know to be up tempo, you know, and it's making us work even faster and making us work also too efficiently, because we're not worried about, oh, we got to get this workout done before this time. Now everything is flowing and happening in the time manner that it should.
Yeah, and I add to what Cuz was saying, man. Like, this week bringing me so much joy in the weight room, man. Even for Cuz, I remember when it was probably about a month ago, man. Cuz would do big jumps. Like, he'll start at 225, then he'll find a weight in between and then he'll go to 315. Now, nothing wrong with that, but I'm peeping. I'm like, Cuz reserving his energy for 315.
Mm-hmm.
So I told him, I said, Cuz, no, you need to be starting at a higher weight, because you could do 315, but your first 2 sets need to be challenging too. And guess what? Making that small tweak, both of us hit new weights that we never hit before.
Facts.
He put up 325. Now, he was going to 315, but that little switch, starting with heavy, he done worked his way up to 325, and I believe he could live more than that, honestly. this week for me, small win. I hit 225 8 times on my own. Bro, you know how long I've been fighting that? You feel me?
Yeah.
Hit 245 a couple times on my own. Like, but that comes with what we saying, unfamiliar, new territory. And I wanted to touch back on something that Cuz said too, like when you have to be alone and motivating yourself, it go back to that silence, man. You have to build your mental in silence, you feel me? It starts there. Like, before me and Cuz ever put in a workout together, like he said, he had his talk with himself or whatever he had to go through to make him want to get back in the gym, and the same is true for me. We had those moments in silence, and it brought us to the gym. He was building his way up, I was building my way up. So by the time we came together, we hit the ground running. And now that we working out together more often, it's like pace, intensity, numbers going up. Like each week, I'm telling y'all, no cap, like each week we are not touching the same weight. We not touching the same weight. Like, I know he did that, no, cuz, no. Go up, bro. So that's just what it is now, man. And I'm loving that, man. I'm loving that. But I feel like we had some spiritual growth as well. Is anything you want to share, you know, where you had some moments mentally of growth or spiritually of growth, like anything you want to share?
Not to panic so quick.
Okay.
Don't panic so quick.
Yeah.
In the midst of uncertainty, in the midst of chaos, don't panic so quick. Don't look at it as punishment so fast. Don't be so quick to call something out before you ever truly analyze it.
Yeah.
Because I've been having a car issue all week. And the first day it happened, I was just my mind went to racing.
Boy,
like,
them car issues
bro, what I
do
done
it to
did,
you,
like,
boy.
bro, like, man, dog, like, my car was just fine, and it caused me to just lash out, honestly. Like, if I'm being real, child, it caused me to lash out. Like, just go off, like, I'm hot.
Yeah.
And within a day, I figured out, or 2 days, matter of fact, 2 days, it took me like 2 days to figure out what was wrong with it. And then they tried to say like it was another problem. I'm like, bruh, like all I'm thinking is cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Oh, withdraw. Withdraw.
I feel you, cuz.
Withdraw, like, I'm like, bruh, like.
I feel you.
And it's like my birthday coming up. It's like I want to do some things. I want to enjoy my birthday.
For
and
sure.
it's like,
For sure.
I get hit with this. So I looked at it as like, man, my mind just going off. And the day that the mechanic came down and looked at it, when he said it was more stuff that probably need to get fixed, he was like, I'm gonna try to do something to where it won't be a problem, but
Yeah.
you know, hopefully it's not that, you know? So in the midst of all of that happening, I just started having a Bible study, and I started to read like God can do little. He showed Saul, like, him and his servant were going to search for donkeys, and they didn't have any money because they didn't have anything because they had been traveling for already 2 days at that time, looking and searching for these donkeys outside of their region. And the servant told Saul at the time, he said, I don't have much, but I have one piece of silver. And we can go see this seer that I've heard of. At the time, those people who were called seers were really prophets in our days' time.
Yeah.
So he said, Saul kept saying like, nah, like, I think we should go back home. My dad probably looking for the both of us. Like, he done forgot about the donkeys.
Yeah,
like, now he's worried about us.
Yeah.
And he was like, I really think we should really go see this seer. He can tell us, they say whatever he says comes true. Like, I think we should go see him.
Yeah.
And Saul was so adamant about going home, but his servant's so adamant about going to see this seer.
So they at odds right now.
You know?
About which way to go.
You know? But the servant's faith overpowered Saul's doubt.
Yeah.
He was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and try it. Saul came up and said, let's go ahead and try it. Like, but it took the faith of a servant and one piece of silver to be like, I want to go see what God got to say.
For sure.
I know it's not much, but I know he'll take this one piece of silver
For sure.
and make much of it.
For sure.
So as they went over to the land, they finally got there. It had been 3 days at this time.
Mm-hmm.
They walked and see a woman. I believe she was fetching some water or something. And he was like, "Is the seer here today?" She was like, "Yes, he's here." Like, if you hurry up and get there, you'll catch him in time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just keep straight on this road,
Yeah.
and you'll catch him in time
Mm-hmm.
before he goes up to the place of worship and have dinner, like
Mm-hmm.
where they sacrifice, where they basically will have a dinner. And then he went, and as they were entering the gate, the Bible says, as they were entering the gate, Samuel seen him, and he already knew that was the person that was supposed to be king over the people of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, this man came from a small town called Benjamin, Saul. But he was a foot taller than everybody and the most handsome man. Like he fit the criteria of a king on the outside appearance.
Right.
And so like, as they're walking through the gate, God reminded him, he remembered that God told him, tomorrow this time, it'll be a man coming to you. And this is going to be the leader of my people Israel. I have mercy on them, and I'm going to give them the king that they want. And so I'm like, it wasn't even Saul.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even have much. They had no food, no nothing to give them. But one piece of silver, they relied on, like, you know what, God can do much more with this. Of a servant, not Saul, but of a servant faith. A servant's faith encouraged somebody that was walking into their blessing, not even his own.
Yeah, right.
But walking into somebody else's blessing for them, helping them. So I'm like, bro, God can do so much with little what I have in my bank account.
Yeah.
Ooh, he convicted me right now. He could do so much with what the little I have in my bank account if I just trust him.
That's fire.
You know?
That's fire.
So I'm like, dang. So automatically, as I'm having a Bible study, he giving me the revelation of the chapter. The man was like, everything running fine. He tells me everything is good. You can take your car. So I'm like, for real? He like, yo, like, I'm like, bro, see, like, this man talking to me and doing it in real time.
Facts.
So I'm like, before I even start calling this, I had to humble myself, like, bro, chill out, bro.
Yeah.
And I just, you know what, I'm going to still do the Bible study I agreed upon earlier today. You know what, let me go ahead and do it, get it done. And in the midst of me reading about a man that didn't have no faith about the little that God had already given them, I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And then to mind you, the Bible talked about how they went, he said, I already had prepared your dish, like your seat at the table was already prepared for you.
Yeah.
They didn't have no food, no water, no nothing. The man didn't even ask for the seer didn't even ask for the piece of silver.
Yeah, he didn't even, cause yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I'm over here tripping over the little that I have. I feel like, and God like, that's enough for me to use.
Yeah. That's
and then, dog, I drive my car. This way it don't stop. This is where the testing really came in. I'm driving my car, y'all. I take it home. I'm like, okay, looking for something to go. I'm looking for something to go wrong.
Yeah.
Like, knowing what he just did. So I get to my destination. Everything runs smooth. The next day, I drive it again. So it started doing the same thing. I'm like, bro, come on, bro. Not again. Like, and he said, it may be the water pump. Like, I don't know. But let's not go to doing anything. He already had told me previously, like, don't go to buying stuff until we really see what the problem is. Like, he like, you just bring it in tomorrow. Like, he's like, man, we gonna check it. So today, y'all, in real time, today I go ahead and take the car back today.
Yeah.
Come to find out, the only thing that was wrong was the cap on the reservoir. It was just too large of a cap for the reservoir. And y'all, car running perfectly fine. No more bubbling, no nothing. So before you get or become chaotic in a chaotic situation, analyze, step back, take a look at and analyze it for yourself and be like, you know what? In this moment, I'm going to find a way to have faith in the midst of chaos. I'm going to choose to not be chaotic because there's already enough chaos It's already chaotic as it is.
Mm-hmm.
So let me have peace in the midst of chaos and watch what God can do with my little.
Nah, facts.
So I had to learn that, like, don't be so quick to call things out, and then understand that my words have power.
Mm-hmm.
So let me be patient enough before I speak a thing. Let me be patient enough and sit back and analyze what God trying to teach me.
Mm-hmm.
What is he doing? I know I may not have much right now, but I know what God is doing right now. Let me analyze and try to figure out what God is doing right now before I start speaking things, and then it become my reality.
Mm-hmm.
Because I could have kept talking and messing up what God was trying to teach me the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm stressing over this.
Right.
My birthday coming up, I'm stressing over this. God is like, I can do way much more with the little that you have.
Yeah.
So y'all, be patient and trust that God got it all figured out and worked out for you.
For sure. I feel like for me, I had two lessons this week, and my lessons was about unshakable faith, and then the other one was leaving familiar and getting comfortable, or just leaving familiar and going to unfamiliar. Mm-hmm. So the unshakable faith came from David. Like, if you never read about David, I suggest like y'all go read up on David. Like, David whole thing was, everybody is familiar with the story of David and Goliath, but when I was listening to the Bible study, the whole breakdown was, what I got from it was, David was basically somebody you wouldn't expect to go fight a giant. This is like, in today's term, this is like Kevin Hart trying to go fight Shaq. You feel me? It's like Kevin Hart trying to go fight Shaq. Or if you want to take it a step further, it's like a teenage boy trying to go fight Shaq. You feel me? But in the story, the teenage boy, he wasn't scared. He wasn't scared. And the reason he wasn't scared is because he knew the word. He knew the word. He knew something God had said. So he was like, there's no way he could beat me. So instead of running away from the giant like everybody else was, he ran towards the giant, knowing there's no way he could defeat me based on what God said. Mm-hmm. So the lesson I got from that was, or the thought that I got from that was, what giant are you running from in your life? You feel me? What financial giant, what physical giant, what family giant, what spiritual giant are you running away from? You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And when you learn about David, it basically all falls back on the covenant. And when you know the covenant, you have nothing to be scared of. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Because God gonna keep his promise. He cannot lie. Mm-hmm. So that was one of my lessons from the week, like that unshakable faith. Like, I don't have to fear anything. You feel me? I don't have to fear my giants. I need to walk towards my giants, because according to God, I already won. I could claim the victory. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So that's one thing that I love that Bible study, and I'm taking with me moving forward. And then the other thing with Abraham, if you don't know the story of Abraham, I suggest you go read up on Abraham too. Like, Abraham's name was Abram, which meant high father, but he couldn't have kids. But God told him, like, you need to leave the land of the familiar. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You need to leave what they know you as. Like, so think of yourself like, let's say your city or your state, wherever, and it's like you known to be this person, right? And people may clown you for something that you may have done, or you called yourself and you not living up to it. You feel me? Like, you was a high school athlete that was supposed to be this, but it ain't working. Let's say you one of those people, and you hear the whispers like, when he supposed to be like, he ain't like that. That's Abraham in a sense. Abram in a sense, until he left and got to the land of the unfamiliar. And God said, I'm gonna make your name great. I'm gonna take the source of your shame and make it the source of your fame. You feel me? You get what I'm saying?
I get what
so
you
it's like
down.
the lesson I got from that was, sometimes you gotta leave a place where people know you, because they'll try to remind you who you not. You know what I'm saying? You ain't you still, bro, you know about you feel me? Like, you know how we talk, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you gotta leave that place. And as soon as you leave that place, you could go inherit what God already got for you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it takes discipline, it takes faith, like, to encourage to even make that step, like, to believe that, okay, if I leave here, if I go to the unfamiliar, it's God got something for me over there. And he do. He really do. So that's what I mean by we bringing that to the gym, and that's why I keep screaming unfamiliar. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
New territory. Cause I'm taking Abraham's story and like, okay, that's what he had to do, and then boom, look what we know Abraham as now. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Made his name great.
Literally.
So in the gym,
And kept his promise.
if I could lead the land of familiar, I already did 45s. Let's go to 50s. That's what greatness is. I already did this weight. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to this. That's what greatness is. You know what I'm saying? Mentally. You feel me? I'm practicing silence. I'm practicing this. I'm practicing. On the other side of that is greatness. So I'm taking those two stories and I'm trying to apply those in my life, man. I'm trying to keep those in the front of my mind on my walk. You feel me? Like in everything, not just in the gym. When it comes to a mental battle, I'm trying to think, okay, David, unshakable faith. Abram, he left familiar, he went unfamiliar. Okay, I need to do the same thing. You get what I'm saying? Like, so those are two messages I took from the week, man. And yeah. I feel like I'm walking different in my walk because of those. You feel me? That revelation in those two stories.
I want you to tell them about the teenager part a little bit. What you had told me the other day.
Oh yeah, like, so when I was reading or listening to the Bible study about David being a teenage boy, I started thinking about my family members. You get what I'm saying? I started thinking about my little cousin Mari. I started thinking about some of my other cousins that's young in that age, like preteens and all of that. Imagine them having more courage, more faith, more bravery than some grown man out here. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I like to think, y'all. When I'm learning Bible studies, I try to take the story and I try to think about it in what I'm dealing with in real life, what it looks like right now. That's why I said, who I just said, like a teenage boy trying to fight Shaq.
Yeah.
Cause I'm thinking about it like that. Like, the Goliath was like Shaq, bigger. You feel me? But that's the first person we think of when we think of like a big human. It's Shaq. Yeah. You feel me? So I'm thinking about it like that. But when I'm hearing the story of David, I'm thinking about my little cousins. But to have that bravery, to have that courage, to know God's word. But the other thing is, it's no age limit when God can use you. You know what I'm saying? We be thinking like, oh, you young, you ain't gonna get it. Nah. Gotta use somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. To reveal himself to a bunch of people. To give you a source of strength. Mm-hmm. Dang, my little cousin did that. Now you got a sense of strength in you. If he did it, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever, if you young and you watching this, don't ever feel like you too young. And if you old and you watching this, don't feel like you too old, man. God will use anybody. Literally anybody. So, man, that's my message for the week, man. If you never read those two stories or listen to it, whatever you got to do, man, just get familiar. Like I told, and we ain't even speak on this, man. Me and Cuz went to a youth Bible study this week, and I told the shorties, man, like, seek for yourself, man. Don't always take it at face value. Like, seek for yourself. If you want to know something, fact check it. Go read it for yourself, get your own understanding. And then if you have questions, feel free to ask somebody that you trust, man, a genuine, reliable source. But yeah, man, that was my message for the week. So
it's a Bible verse that I wanted to share.
All right, go ahead.
To touch on what you said about God can use anybody.
All right. Hey, one more thing too, y'all. This go to the unfamiliar too. Usually when we leave the gym, we always pray. But I always lean on cuz to pray. That boy took me to Unfamiliar. He said, cuz pray. I'm like, nah, cuz you got that. He like, cuz you gonna pray today.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. But that was another moment where, okay, leaving familiar, trying to step into unfamiliar. And you know, I was nervous going into the prayer. I'm gonna keep it G. I was nervous. But after I did, I felt good. You feel me? New territory, unfamiliar.
So I wanted to read from 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verses 26 through 30. It says, "For you see your calling, brethren, that not many wise according to the flesh, not many mighty, not many mobile are called. But God has chosen the foolish things of the world to put to shame the wise. And God has chosen the weak things of the world to put to shame the things which are mighty. And the base things of the world and the things which are despised God has chosen, and the things which are not, to bring to nothing the things that are, that no flesh should glory in his presence. But of him you are in Christ Jesus, who became for us wisdom from God, and righteousness, and sanctification, and redemption, that as it is written, he who glorifies, let him glory in the Lord." So I wanted to put an emphasis on really verse 27, but God has chosen the foolish things of the world to put to shame the wise, and God has chosen the weak things of the world to put to shame the things that which are mighty. So God can use anybody, like Cuz said, and I got the word to back it up. He'll use those people that are foolish to other people in the world, and wise to the world. He'll use those same foolish ones to to show you exactly how God can use those things that are once were foolish in the season.
Yeah.
To they'll like blow your mind in another season.
Yeah.
Because people who you tend to overlook, God can use them. Because guess what? A lot of people overlook who Jesus was. Like, this can't be the son of man. This can't be the one that this can't be the Messiah.
Yeah.
Even when he performed miracles, people still
They was
doubted who he was.
Yeah.
Cause they was like, oh, we done seen people do all this magic and stuff. I done seen people do this. They even doubted Moses.
Yeah.
Moses doubted himself because he had a speech impediment.
Yeah.
They still, when he threw his stick and it became a snake, they knowing like, we could do that too. But guess what his snake did? Ate that snake. And showed him like y'all still think it's a game?
Yeah.
Then he took Job looked at foolish to his companions, his peers, his wife. Because they were like, you going through all this, curse God, you might as well curse him. He told his wife, you foolish, like, you crazy in the mind.
But think about it too. You could say, in a way, David and Abram too. You know what I'm saying? David,
he cannot be the king. I'm sure this is not the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Jesse them told him that, like, I'm sure one of these in here are the son. No, I'm sure it's one more.
Yeah.
That you not bringing in this lineup right here. He's somewhere, not that one outside, tending the sheep.
Yeah.
And guess what? If you realize what David was doing, he had to do all type of stuff for them sheep to protect them. He slayed a whole bunch of things that today you will look at it like, hold on, boy, I don't know if I'm gonna fight that.
That's my point.
So God was already preparing the foolish things to confound the wise.
Yeah.
And then he said the mighty things, I'll take the things that's weak. He said, I'll take the things that are weak. Wait, let me find it. He said, and God has chosen the weak things of the world to put to shame the things which are mighty. So if you think you strong to the world, God will use those weak people to put to shame to you, like.
For sure.
So what the world think is strong, God is like, that ain't strong.
Yeah.
But the things that seem weak to the world, God see that as strong.
Yeah. For sure.
So it's never whatever you may look like to the outside or to the world, when you come in Christ, when you are in Christ, God gonna put to shame all those things or all those naysayers. Cause now and I said this earlier too, and I think I said it yesterday, because now they don't know who you connected to. They don't know the source that you're connected to. And they don't know exactly what comes with being connected to the source. Cause now he can operate and use you in so many different ways that can blow the world's mind. So just don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to what they call you right now. I've been called foolish. I still get called foolish.
Yeah.
But guess what? Sooner or later, he gonna put the same, all those comments. So ain't no sense of responding. It's cool. I'm foolish, I'll be foolish. But guess what? They don't know who I'm connected to.
Yes, sir. So, hey, man, this my challenge for y'all, man. I'm challenging y'all to have unshakable faith, and I'm challenging y'all to lead the familiar, man. Step into the unfamiliar, new territory. So, with that being said, it's gonna wrap up another video, man. We still staying consistent. We still staying disciplined. We still showing up. Until the next video, we out.
Love.